What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to install the Budgie Desktop. Now, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I believe it's that, and as you can see, that's how you pronounce it, or that's how at least you spell it. And it's from the Evolve OS. Now, Evolve OS is going to be more of a new operating system for Linux, or a Linux distro, but of course it's extremely in its beta. It's actually not even in its beta phase. It's still in its alpha phase. So there's tons of bugs in it. And it's not necessarily bugs, it's just, they're building it from the ground up. It's going to be a completely materialistic look. So as you can see in the bottom right here, for those of you that have seen Chrome OS, this is going to be a similar understanding of how this bar works on the bottom. So you'll have your time and date, your volume, and all your notifications and everything over here, as well as you're going to have your app drawer. Now, of course, I can adjust this app drawer and make a few different if I want to do that as well. So if I come into my menu and I go ahead and do a compact menu. When I come into it, as you see, it shrinks it down quite a bit. So there's not really that much you can configure, but this is running on Ubuntu 14.04. I'm running this as just the desktop environment. If you'd like to install the Evolve OS, you can go ahead and just head over to their website. Just type in Evolve OS on a Google Chrome search or something like that, and you should be able to find it. But again, it's in the alpha phase, so if you're somebody that's looking for a stable distro, I would not install that. It's just really for, I guess, Linux heads, Linux distro people that love to kind of tinker, tweak, and help make something a better program. Now, the whole team for the Evolve OS team is looking to make this as much materialistic design as possible. So a lot of the stuff that's going to be implemented into it is going to be materialistic, but this is, like I said, is just the desktop environment. Now, again, the desktop environment does have a few flaws in it, but if you want to go ahead and try it, you can always try that, because as you know, you can just log out and choose whatever desktop environment you want to go ahead and sign into. So you don't just have to install this, and it will not just over install, let's say, Unity or XFC or Cinnamon or any of those other desktops. For those of you that are going to be running this on Crouton, which is a version or script version of Linux, mainly Ubuntu is what most people install with the Crouton script. I believe this is not going to be possible quite yet, but I will be sending a message over to the developers of Crouton that maintain it and see if they can go ahead and add this to the script to make it an installation possibility. But for everybody else, to install it, it's going to be pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and need these right here. So I'm going to be doing either, you need to be on 14.04 or 14.10. So you just come in here. I will have a link in the description to go ahead and get this stuff. Again, I'll probably put this in the links as well, or sorry, in the description as well. So for 14.04, which is going to be a majority of people that are on the Trusty version, majority of people shouldn't have updated to 14.10. You could have, but again, if you just done a fresh installation, you're going to be on the 14.04 majority of the time. So we're going to go ahead and just copy each one of these lines. We will need to go into our Ubuntu Software Center. Now you can add these through the terminal if you know how to add PPAs through terminal, but I like to do it through this because it's a little more visually appealing to those that aren't really diehard Linux users. So that way, if you're new, you kind of understand what's going on. So what I've done here is I've just opened up my Software Center. I've gone to Edit, Software Sources, and these are all the software sources that my computer has available so far. So when I'm looking to install packages, that's how it knows where to find these packages. But as you can see, I've already added both of those right here. So I've just gone into pressed add source. It's going to ask you for your password. Go ahead and type it in. You'll just need to type it in the one time. Once you've added them both, so once you've added both of these right here, you'll have to do it one by one. Go ahead and close it. And after you've closed, you've closed that screen, you should still be on this, and your progress bar will kick on. It might take a few seconds for it to kick on, but what it's doing is just updating the backside, the cache, so your computer knows where everything's at. And then once that progress is finished up, you can go ahead and close it out. We're going to go ahead and then open up our terminal. And all you're going to need to do is type in sudo apt-get install. And what we're going to need to install is we're trying to install Budgie Desktop. So you're just going to type in Budgie, make sure you spell it right, desktop, and that's it. So you press enter, should ask you for your password again. Now I have it installed, so it's not going to install anything. It says I have the newest version, as you can see, and that's it. Now in order to go ahead and log into it, you go ahead and you can X out of everything that you're using. You're just going to need to log out of your panel. your desktop environment. And then when you go to, I can't do it right now because I'm doing a screen recording, unfortunately, but all you do is you just go into where you normally would sign in when you first turn on your computer, and there should be a little icon on the top right hand side, a little Ubuntu symbol, and you just click that, and it's going to show you all your desktop environments to go ahead and choose from, and that's it. Now, of course, you can always, back out, sign out, turn it off, and then sign into a different desktop, so you're not forced to just use this. I'm going to personally keep it on the back side just because I know that we'll be doing a lot of work with it, and so I'll just, periodically, weekly, just kind of come in here and see if I can get an update for it and just kind of see how things move along. If you do have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, thanks for watching.